Ugh. What is this? Opened and resealed by customs. Ooh. Oh god, it's heavy. Look at this. Open and resealed by customs. They're like sneak peeking before sneak peeks were even allowed. Venture back in time to an enchanted forest and let your creativity bloom. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay, we can do this. Guys, it's so beautiful. Getting in with our box size comparisons that we like to do. So you can see that it is significantly bigger than the boxes for Valentine's self-care box or the monthly accessories box. It's about the same height as the September sub box from last year and the March sub box from this year. A little bit shallower than the June sub box from this year and significantly shallower than the December sub box from last year. Having a top-down look as well as I can get it, you can see that the box size is probably closest to the one that we had in March. So effectively the same width, but not quite the same height, if that makes sense. In general though, I'm just super excited to open it up and have a look. I don't have trouble letting go, I just like to hold on to boxes. Oh my gosh. Everything is so beautifully packed in the box, oh my gosh. Okay, so we're gonna get everything out and work through all the items one by one, just as we usually do. We're gonna do a different angle today, something a little bit special because, oh my gosh, this box is gorgeous. I of course have my piece of Acrylographs dot grid paper handy so that when it comes to doing any pen swatches or washi tape swatches or whatever, we have this handy. But starting with our topmost item, as you can see, this one says it is a translucent sticker pack, which, oh, look at the foiling, little vellum envelope, super pretty. We attempt to open this up without ripping the packaging. Oh god. Oh. Okay, we're all good. So if the box art didn't give it away, you can kind of see the palette we're working with here. So we've got some like berry tones, dark greens, like rusty kind of colors. Oh, this is so gorgeous. So let's see, we've got little sprigs, some like, what is this, wheat? I have no idea. I'm not very up to date on my plant knowledge, but yeah, so we've got some plant life here. We have a little orange slice with some different greenery behind it. We have a little fig, which is pretty cute. Same idea with the greenery. And this little house, which is pretty swell as well. So you can see all those stickers are a matte finish. And because they're translucent stickers, it means that when we peel them off, they won't have like an obvious outline when we stick them to the page. Obviously, there are only 4 stickers, so I'm not going to be sticking those to our reference piece of paper, but very cute. Let us gently put those back into the packet. So that is our first item, the translucent sticker pack. Up next, let's go with the set of 5 acrylograph pens. Oh, this blue is pretty. I know that that doesn't really mean much. It is just packaging, I suppose, but it's kind of nice when all of the items in the box, like packaging wise, look aesthetically pleasing. So you can see our colors here, but we're gonna get them out in a second. First thing I'm gonna have to do, of course, because they are acrylograph pens, is shake the ever-loving hell out of them. Just while Jess aggressively shakes those, as you can see, the acrylographs are water-based, acrylic, non-toxic pens. We have a 0.7mm tip, and as it says, works great for layering and blending, works on dark surfaces too. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Getting those out though, and attempting not to break the packaging. I'm the worst when it comes to unboxing these things and just like ripping the paper apart. So as said, we have 5 different colors. Sadly, the pens don't have the names on them, but we have a yellow color, which is called Rich Amber, a rust orange kind of color, which is called Redwood, a deep purple color, which is called Mystic Lupine, a gray blue called Vintage Blue, and a soft pink called Pink Willow. Giving the pens a final shake before we swatch them onto our piece of paper. And because one of the claims is that the pens work on dark surfaces as well, we're also going to be testing it on blackout paper. So here you can see our swatch of the acrylograph pens. As stated, they do work well on the blackout paper, though the lighter colours you do probably need to go over more than once to really get them to be opaque. A lovely set of colours though, and totally matches our box. So that is our second item, the set of 5 acrylograph pens. Up next we have a tiny ink pad. We'll open it up. Again, trying not to rip the packaging. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. See my ring light? Oh, hello, hello. So we'll open this up and probably stamp something with it, but I assume there are stamps in the box. So we might just bite a hole in the side of the packaging so we can actually get into it. So I'll put this here for now in the assumption that we're gonna have something to stamp with it to try the ink out. Selecting something in the box from random, though obviously not because we want to try out that ink. We do have a set of vintage alphabet stamps. Opening up the side carefully. Ooh, comes in a little box. Oh, that's so cute. It's got the little ampersand on it and everything in this little wooden box. So we open it up. Awesome. So you can see that they are sans serif letters. Well, at least from the picture they are, so I assume. We have the letters of the alphabet and we also have an exclamation point and a question mark. So if we put those down here for a second with a little lid, we got our little ink pad. Now let's have a look at A. So as you can see, well, A is a symmetrical letter, so maybe we should pick a non-symmetrical letter. Let's go with B. So if we look at the top, A, B, it shows you which way to stamp them, and then when we flick it over, you can see that we're supposed to stamp them with those sides down. So they're backwards, not that you can tell for the A because it's symmetrical, but B is backwards so that when you actually stamp it, it's the right way around on your page. So we'll bring back our paper here and do a little bit of stamping along here. I will admit, I am not the greatest at stamping. Like, I instantly put my finger on the ink pad. But if we get a little A out here and touch it down lightly, so you can see we do have some ink on there. And then press down. Hey! Hey, 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 hey. Ah! I don't know if you can tell in this light, but it's kind of like a gold shimmery kind of color. It's very pretty. So there we have our third and fourth items, the ink pad with the gold ink and the vintage alphabet stamps. Reaching into the box and alrighty, here we go. So as you can see, we have a set of 4 decorative tapes or washi tapes. They do look like they're different sizes, but let's get them out and have a closer look. Again, trying to be careful with the boxes because I always rip the washi tape box. So let's just very careful, very careful, very careful. It's always when I do this part because I kind of pull it too far and end up ripping along here and here. But we're being gentle today, or at least we're trying to be. They are so well in there. So you can see our 4 different designs here. Each of them is kind of monotone. So we've got a pink, a pale blue, a rust, and then a green kind of color. Swatching those ones out, and then we'll have a look at the patterns and the sizes of those. In terms of the colors of the first 3 washi tapes, these very much tie in with the acrylographs that we had before, though the pink is a bit more saturated than the one that we have in the acrylograph set. And that green one ties in nicely with the translucent stickers we had. The pink washi tape has oranges, figs, and pine cones in its design. The orange has that little house again with the different florals and botanicals. The blue has a repeating pattern of the 4-way leaf design and then something in a frame. So we have the 2 that are pictured here, and then we also have a little bow in another one. And the green washi tape just has a repeating pattern of a kind of little heart shape pointing up and then down and then up and then down, etc. So the pink one here is 2.5 centimeters wide. The orange and the blue are both 1.5, and then the green is a 7mm washi tape. I do always love when they give us a variety of sizes in the washi tape because I enjoy having different sizes to use. So putting those carefully back into our container here. So we have the 5th item, the set of 4 decorative adhesive paper tapes, or washi tapes. Grabbing out our next item. So this one says it is a wooden ruler. This packaging is pretty cute though, I don't need to worry about breaking it, so I can just pull it out to the side. Ooh, the slow reveal. Alrighty, let's just get it out. Oh, that's pretty cute, isn't it? So we have that wooden ruler. It is a 15 centimeter ruler, meaning that it's a pretty nice size for working in your journal, because 15 centimeters equates to 30 grid spaces, which is good for a calendar. We just take that out. There we go, gently, gently, gently. So you can see the ruler does have some very pretty decoration onto it. It is ingrained into the wood rather than printed, which is kind of cool. Got the little Archer and Olive logo down the bottom. So as we said, it is a 15 centimeter ruler, so still pretty handy size for working in your journal. I want to see how this goes with actually like ruling lines, because the edge of it is very much at a right angle rather than like a nice slope. So if you compare it to my ruler, which kind of slopes down at the edges, this wooden ruler doesn't do that. I'd say that looks pretty straight. It's kind of nice though, with it being wood, it doesn't slip very easily, which is pretty good. And it's fairly sturdy, but I don't want to try and break it. So that is item number 6, the 15 centimeter wooden ruler. Up next we have a vintage inspired ribbon, which is a set of 3. I am not sure what to expect with this, but again, packaging is gorgeous. Let's open it up. Oh, that's pretty cute. So they're on these little wooden roll kind of things, and they're all kind of tied up. It's a pretty ribbon. It's like a really nice color palette and it feels soft. Let's open up this one. So you can see it's like tied up here. I kind of don't want to untie it because I don't know if I'll be able to get it tied back up again, but like maybe we can just slip it off the top. Oh, it looks like this is just a little tie to tie the ribbon up rather than actually part of the ribbon itself. There we go, cute. The nice part is that it's like super thin as well, so if you were to stick this into your journal for something, it would still lay pretty flat. Like, I'm pretty sure this is thinner than the paper that we'd typically stick in if you were using 160 GSM. You can see it's a little bit see-through. It's kind of rustic, you know, with the little frayed edge and everything, and it's just like delicate and pretty, you know? I'm not sure how many meters of it you get, and I'm not gonna unwind it all to find out, sorry. I'm really struggling here. But as we saw, we have the 3 different colors of those, which they're so cute, and like I said, they're so delicate and pretty. I'm not sure what I'll be using them for, but as I said, they are thin enough to stick in your journal if you wanted to use them as embellishment. So that is item number 7, the vintage inspired ribbon. Reaching in for this larger box on the side here, as you can see, this one is a flower press, a collection of your floral findings. I haven't done flower pressing in like so many years. Opening up this box. Alrighty, for instructions on how to use your press, scan here. Thank the Lord, because yeah, I would mess something up. Ooh, that is cool. Here we have the flower press. So I haven't scanned the code. I'm not sure how it actually works, but my assumption would be that you'd unscrew these little, they're called like butterfly wing nuts or something. Je ne sais pas. I'm gonna call them wing nuts. And if we unscrew those, in theory, the top will come off so that then you can put your flowers in underneath there and then screw them down to press it out. It comes with a bunch of cardboard, which I assume you're supposed to use to like put the flowers in. So back when I did it, you just used books and hoped that it wasn't a good book that your mum would be pissed at you for putting flowers into, because you know, it presses all the moisture out of them. Wah wah wah. Unscrew, unscrew, unscrew. There we go, number 1 done. But you know what this would actually be super cute with? Like the floral press and the ribbon, and probably even like the ink pad with the stamps. Like all of those together, and the wax sealing kit from the fall collection. Like all of those together, I think would make for like some really pretty card making. So we can take the top off here, so that then we can in between each of these layers. Oh yep, there we go, it comes with some paper for you to put your flower in between, I assume, and then put it down, put the lid back on so that it actually goes in the holes. Beautiful. And then screw the little wing nuts back on to really press it down. This is pretty sturdy and actually pretty cool. I'm going to put these back on before I lift it up. I do really love that in the sub boxes you get a collection of items that we haven't seen before. You know, it's really a way for them to test new products and like different forms of creativity that aren't just journaling. The underside is just plain with the bolts that poke through, which effectively act like little feet for your flower press. So that is item number 8, the flower press. Reaching into the box for item number 9. What an interesting size. Alrighty, let's flip it over. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. As you can see from the picture, we do have a spiral bound notebook, so 112 dot grid pages, but let's open it up and have a look. Oh, what a pretty color. So the color of the box at least matches the color of like the sub box as a whole. Not to say that the journal will match that color, but very pretty. Go, opening it up. Oh, that's so cute. So as you can see, we have that little house design on the front. It is a faux leather or vegan leather cover. Very smooth finish, which is really, really nice. It does have a spiral bound edge, so I think this is what we call the wire-o binding. Wire-o binding. Gold emblem. Oh, So it doesn't have a pen loop because it's not that kind of journal. It does have the elastic closure. If we open it up, oh, look at that. That's so pretty. Oh, I love the gold foiling. All of the decorations on this part are the same as the ones that were on the blue washi tape from before. So this book belongs to, which is a kind of bluish color. It's not white, even though it probably looks white, but if you see, if I hold it next to the paper, you can see that there is distinctly a difference there. We do have dot grid paper. Let's have a look at the size. So we have 10.5 centimeters or 21 spaces across, and 16 centimeters vertically or 32 spaces. So the same quality of paper that we get in all of Archer and Olive's journals. Bright white, no page numbers. There isn't a bookmark on this one because, as you can see, it is spiral bound. I don't know why, this gives me very like field notes kind of vibes, like you could press your little flowers and stick it into your book, and because it's like spiral bound, it has a little bit more room for growth. I don't know, I think it's really sweet. Look at that emblem, so pretty. Little trees, little stars, little pine cone. This is a B6 size notebook, but because of the spiral, it makes the box wider. So that is our 9th item, the spiral bound notebook. And reaching in for our next item, which is heavier. And I might need to move my camera back a little because it is big. Put the Archer and Olive logo and a halo. Oh. Anywho, let's take the plastic off. So again, very pretty box design. These shapes here are the ones that were on the green washi tape, but the green washi tape had them in alternating directions rather than kind of like marching around the box. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Guys, this one has a velvet cover. It's so soft and pretty and beautiful, and I can't get the whole thing in frame. Can I do it like that? Does that count? I'm gonna move you back. But before that, look at these edges. I know that it probably shows up as gold on this camera, but it is rose gold and it is gorgeous. Like, it's very much kind of the same color as the little ribbons that we have here. There we go. I've moved you so you can see the whole thing, but oh, it's so pretty. Alrighty, let's open it up because obviously this doesn't have an elastic closure like our journals usually do. Instead, it has this like ribbon closure. Oh, pretty. You can like tie it in a little bow. That's not a bow, I just don't want to ruin the ribbon. Oh, look, we've got some really pretty like designs in the front cover here too. So we've got our orange and fig combo again, and then the leaf work, and it's all in that color palette that we had from before. Let's have a look at our pages because Yep, okay, so the pages aren't bright white. They're more of that kind of like ivory, creamy kind of color that you get in some other journals. So the reference page here is the typical Archer and Olive paper, that really bright white color. This one is that creamy ivory color, which I think that for the palette of the box actually kind of fits better. Like, it's that warm tone. The gilding on the edges is so gorgeous as well, and I know that the camera just doesn't do it justice, but it's like that really pretty rose gold color. Gorgeous. In this one, because it is a bound notebook, we do have those bookmarks, so the one with the ampersand and the one without. This is a really exciting addition, and I feel like my camera doesn't even show up how beautifully green this is as well, because like, it's not the same green as we've had previously. It's a lot more kind of emerald color. It's not quite as blue. It's just, oh, and it feels so nice. You can see our little emblem on the front here with the pine cone and the little different pieces of botanicals. Oh, I know I keep touching it, but it's just like so soft. Such a gorgeous new addition, and I love that it has the different colored paper as well. That is our 10th item in the box, the B5 160 page, 160 GSM notebook. Putting all of our goodies back into the sub box. Remember, you can grab yourself one by using the link in the description. It opens up to new subscribers on the 5th of September at 9 AM CST. I honestly don't even know at this stage which item is my favorite. There were so many gorgeous items in this box. You guys are gonna love it. If I had to pick, it's probably like weirdly the ribbon, because that's not something that I have in my collection at all, and I just think it'd be a really fun thing to use as embellishments. That and the acrylographs, because of course we love to add to my acrylograph stash. But that B5 was pretty. I would love to know, what was your favorite item in the box? Which one do you think you'd be the most likely to use, or just the one you like the best? Let us know in the comments below. You can see we do have ink on there. And can you see? Very gentle. And this one's more like a 0.7, or maybe a 1 centimeter. It looks more like a 0.7. You know, this is why we invented rulers. I really should have brought my craft knife over here because this is really difficult. Are they called screws or are they called bolts? I think they're bolts. Screws have a pointed end, right? Je ne sais pas. Not a handy person. Oh hey, it's me. You can see my camera setup. You are gonna get so dirty, my friend. If you wanted to see more unboxing stationery haul content from me, make sure to check out the playlists here. Otherwise, team, thank you for watching, and until next time. Bye!